Hello, I'm Preston from Armadale Academy's S6 year, and I'm going to be interviewing Robert and Andrea from the Answer Project in Whitburn. So, what's the main mission of the Answer Project, and how do you help the community?
Yes, Preston. Answer was formed way back in 1995, initially as a Saturday a daycare centre for older people with dementia. That developed over the years. It met first of all in Whitdale House in Whitburn, and then in the year 2000 we started a fundraising campaign and we raised £500,000 to build the centre, which opened in 2006. And at that point we opened as not just a Saturday, but we opened for 4 days a week. And that's really for people with dementia, particularly people with memory problems, although that has now developed further now, where we take people in with severe physical disabilities as well.
Alright, so what would you say, like myself included, was the impact of students like me in S6 coming to help with different things around the Answer Project? How did that change things for you?
Hi Preston. Having students like yourself from Armadale Academy was absolutely brilliant. You just brought a different vibe to the centre. I think because you had other ideas that you could bring to the centre was great. The users loved you. They still ask for you to this day. They ask, where's Preston, where's Ailey? They really did enjoy having you. And I just felt that you uplifted everybody. It was great to have that intergenerational availability in the input there. It was absolutely brilliant to have you along. And you were great because you just got on with it. Whatever you asked to do, you done. Music was obviously a major part with Answer House. You know, you kindly donated the record player and the music, which is still being used. Just absolutely brilliant, Preston. It was great to have the kids, and it's something we hope to continue.
Glad to hear that, and thanks for the wee ego boost as well. Is there anything else that you guys run outside of the main Answer Project itself? Are there any little side projects you do for the people you serve?
I think the main thing is that we support carers in a big way, and we visit carers to get feedback. We support them, particularly during COVID when we took quizzes and food and various things out to the older person, kept in very close contact with the carers. And that is a big part of Answer, is to make sure that it's not just the clients that come in during the week, but the support for the carers is so important.
It's really nice to hear. You got any challenges that you face? Because I know it's like quite a big thing with the wide variety of people you have to deal with, old and young. I imagine that was quite a challenge myself, but...
Yeah, as far as the clients go, there's always challenges. You get an occasional person who presents as needs individual one-to-one care, and we have a room for that where we can take people aside. I would say probably Andrea would agree here that the major challenge has been sustainability, keeping the finances going, because we're only partly funded by West Lothian Council. The rest we've got to raise ourselves, and it's quite a task. But Andrea stepped into that role in the last couple of years, a year and a half since she started at Answer House, and doing a great job.
Oh.
Yeah, I find funding is challenging. It's great when you do secure funding, which is great, and I like to celebrate that, make sure everybody knows about the money that we have secured and what it's going to be used for. I have also learnt that if there's a possibility of funding, I ask the users what would they like, what is their wish list. The main thing at the moment is they would like a karaoke machine. So I have just applied for funding for a karaoke machine of some sorts to support them. And they also asked for a visit from a therapy pony. So that's on their wish list at the moment. So things like that. But I think it's great to get the users involved with what we are funding for as well, along with the day-to-day core costs, wages, that sort of thing that we try to cover as well.
Out of curiosity, how do you end up getting this extra funding outside of the council? You know, for things like therapy ponies.
What we do is every day I trawl the internet looking for organisations that support charities like ourselves. There's actually lots out there. Also word of mouth from other users in the area. Some of our clients have actually came with people that they know that can support. There was a company last year, we were selected as their Charity of the Year. They raised just under £2,000 for us last year for whatever we want to use the money for. So things like that, it is getting out there. We meet once, maybe every 6 weeks with the Older People's Forum, so providing information to other organisations within West Lothian. So we bounce off each other as well for different openings of charities that can support us.
I'll just add that to that, Preston, that one of the things, because it's a voluntary organisation, a charity, we're dependent very much on volunteers. And as Andrea's saying, volunteers do put us onto leads as well, and they maybe they know a company who they've worked with or their families worked with, and they come on board and help. But I think the savings that we make because we're a volunteer organisation, we rely heavily on volunteers for transport, people coming in, and also for the day-to-day running of the charity. That saves, that you can't count the amount of money that saves. It's quite a lot of money really, at the end of the day, which we would have to find if we didn't have volunteers.
Is there any other ways that either students or people around the community can help support the Answer Project?
Yeah, there are. There's lots of different opportunities. First of all, we have an active Facebook page, Answer Daycare, which anything that we're doing is put on there. Any opportunities for volunteering go on there. With the regards to pupils, again, like what I've done for Armadale Academy, I came along to a volunteer fair and I had a stand and lots of students came up to meet me, and obviously then got a short list of yourself, Preston, Aileen, Alyssa, Marjan and Azalise, who've all supported us this year. We would love to be able to continue something like that next year with Armadale Academy, but also we also have lots of visits from other local primary schools, which they come along and do projects with us. We've got one at the moment, a primary school coming to do a faith award that they're working towards, and all the pupils have to do so many hours of community time. So they come to us and maybe play some games, or they've been doing reading, so that sorts of thing. So yeah, just give us a call or follow us on Facebook. That's the way to get in touch with us.
I remember back in the end of 2024, around Christmas, you had a couple of primary schools come in for Christmas activities. Do you do that every year, like you get everyone involved in Christmas?
We do. Last year was, I would say, probably the most successful we had. I actually ran out of dates. We couldn't accommodate all the schools, which is a fantastic thing to be in that position. This year I'll probably maybe look at doing it in mid-November and taking it right through, but last year we had a school in at least once a day for the whole month of December, which was great. We also do the pop-up panto, where local primary schools are invited to bring 10 children along to that, along with our users and their families. But we do a lot for intergenerational work throughout the year, and it is something we try to do all the time. There's always a school involved with Answer House.
We've done quite a lot of intergenerational work over the years, Preston, and the benefits of that are there's so many benefits, because younger people sometimes have a wrong idea, or they're myths about older generation, and we've found over the years that it breaks down barriers. And we've even heard young people who've come to the project come back and starting to visit their grandparents more, or have a better understanding of what old age is about. So that's another benefit.
It's been quite a big deal for me as well, because I started volunteering because of my own family's, like my own grand's deteriorating health. I thought, hey, I can help her out in this way by getting this experience. And not only did I get that experience, I learned how much I actually enjoy caring. And you are right, it does break down that barrier in a way that a lot of people don't expect. It's such a beneficial thing, not only for the clients but for the people involved. It gives you that level of appreciation that you wouldn't get otherwise.
Yeah, definitely.
But how would you say, outside of obviously benefiting the people you work with, have you got any other long-term objectives for the Answer Project?
Oh, it's a difficult one. We have looked at other ways of providing care. for instance, going into people's homes and doing maybe some respite care or some hands-on, almost like the old expression was home help, but nowadays there's care at home. We've talked about that, we've looked at that, we've looked at what it would mean for Answer, and for the moment we'll put that on hold. That's something we'd have to look more into to see what the benefits would be, both for the organisation and for the people out there.
Have you got any ways that people can stay updated on Answer Project's goals, whether with the community or with anyone outside of it?
Yes, I mean social media, the Facebook page is the main thing to get in touch with us. Anybody who wanted to come along for a visit, you just need to contact us. We could arrange a time for them to come in. We're open Tuesday to Friday, 8:30 to 3:30. Anybody's more than welcome to come along and support us in any way they can.
Have you got anything else you want to say about the Answer Project before we finish up, other than more self-promotion?
Well, for anyone who wants to start a charity like we did in 1995, I would say that it's grown arms and legs over the years. When we first started, it was only a Saturday break for 9 older people. Never realised that we'd come to this. It was 4 days a week. We've got 14 people per day coming in. We're here after all these years, we're still going, and I never imagined it to be like that. It was something that I did because I felt with my work as a social worker that we could have helped the local community within 5 mile radius of Whitburn. And it was through the church leaders that we started the project initially, but never in a month of Sundays would I thought we're now sitting with a building with all these people coming in, the volunteers, the work that's been done over the years, the people it's helped over the years. So yeah, it's been quite amazing how it's grown over these years, and I look back and it's quite mind-blowing really.
I'm really impressed with what you have all done as a community and as a charity. It's helped so many people, even including myself. And I'd like to thank you for everything that you do, and I'd like to thank you for your time. Thank you for coming along.
Thank you, Preston.
That's everything.
Join the podcast.